And we begin with breaking news tonight. A woman walking in the Banks is struck by a compact SUV. It happened around 5 this afternoon in front of Taste of Belgium at Rosa Parks Street and West Freedom Way. Police tell us that woman, who's in her early 50s, was struck and rushed to University of Cincinnati Medical Center. Freedom Way is shut down right now from Rosa Parks to Elm Street as police investigate this one. According to police, the driver who struck that woman did stop and is cooperating.
Also breaking right now, check this out. This is a look from our tower cam headed straight down so you can see all of the cars, between 15 and 20 vehicles involving a semi-truck crash on I-71 south at Dorchester. The crash has brought traffic on a busy interstate to a stop. This is a live look right now, so if you're trying to head into downtown Cincinnati from I-71 to the north, it is completely backed up. We are working to get details into how the accident happened, but again, a crash involving several vehicles on I-71 South has brought all the traffic there to a stop. And we don't know yet if that is weather related, but you know, weather is a big story tonight. Also, the road temperatures.
Welcome back, everyone. A local breaking news alert here in Erlanger. We're live at the intersection of Locust Street and Holbert Avenue, where Erlanger police tell us a home has exploded twice. They're keeping us back away from the scene as multiple fire and EMS crews are here on the scene.
Breaking news alerts, tonight's top stories, and weather before the first commercial. This is Local 12 News at 11.
Scary moments in Paddock Hills as flames ignite in a high-rise apartment building. Good evening. I'm Megan Mangello.
And I'm Dwayne Pullman. That fire broke out just after 6:30 tonight at the Park Lane Apartments on Victory Parkway near Reading Road.
Local 12's Brad Underwood has been there all night. And Brad, you were there on scene as these residents were saved on ladders by firefighters.
A flurry, slick roads causing crashes across the tri-state as crews rushed to clear those roads. Kids getting their first chance to play in the big snow of 2019. We have complete coverage, including what is next.
And remembering fallen officer Dale Woods, will share emotional and touching moments from today's tributes. But first, good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan Mangello.
And I'm Dwayne Pullman. Winter definitely here, and there's more snow on the way, we're told. Meteorologist Paul Poteet joining us.
Not done yet.
And it could be big tonight.
Yeah, we'll still face a bunch of different types of problems tonight.
The plows are really effective when they work together, and that's what's happening in this video. 4 plows making sure drivers on Springdale Road would make it safely through Colerain Township. Also out in Colerain, time to put those snow blowers and shovels to work. It was a day to bring out the supplies to clear all the snow. The blast of winter weather has hit every area of the tri-state. The gray skies and chill in the air seem to mirror the way many of us felt on a day where we mourned the loss of an officer killed in the line of duty. The procession carrying Officer Dale Woods' body from the funeral home at Spring Grove Cemetery wove its way through the tri-state en route to his alma mater, Colerain High School, for a public visitation. Proud residents, many with damp eyes, stood in the cold, waving flags and offering thanks for Officer Woods and his lifetime of service. He was both a firefighter and a police officer. Woods was struck by a truck 8 days ago while working the scene of an earlier accident. He passed away Monday night.
Now, one of the many touching moments in today's procession took place in North College Hill. That's where 2 fire trucks flew the American flag, and below that, the flag symbolizing a fallen officer is all high above that procession. North College Hill is one of the many communities Officer Woods helped protect. He was a proud Honor Guard member there, an Honor Guard today, and first responders from North College Hill paying their respects as that procession briefly stopped. City workers crowded the steps to show they care as well. Though they had not worked in North College Hill for a while, Officer Woods trained many of the current officers, and he did make a lasting impression.
I didn't work with Dale here. I started after Dale had already gone over to Colerain Township, but I worked with him on many occasions because of how close we were. And I did know Dale personally, and he was a wonderful guy, man of few words, but honestly, his characteristics I think embodied what it truly means to be a police officer. The caring and the commitment to service is something that was unrivaled in Dale. And I think the best quote that I could probably give was Chief Denny from Colerain Township when he said that if there was anybody that was meant and destined to be a police officer, it was Dale Woods.
And a large turnout happened at the Colerain Municipal Building and Police Department. You can see kids gathered even who made signs to say thank you. The American flag was everywhere. Local 12 news anchor Kyle Inskeep talked with some of those folks.
Gary, I noticed you because you had this large American flag here, and I simply came up and asked you, why did you decide to carry the American flag, and why was it so important for you to be here today?
To show support to the policemen and women who protect us every day, and the American flag just seems as a symbol of what they do for us every day, as far as that thin blue line that protects us from disaster and tragedy.
You know, you and I were talking off camera, and you said this has been a really difficult week for you. What has been the most emotional part of all of this?
Just the thought that these men and women go out every day. We kind of take it for granted, but they go out every day and sacrifice their time, in this case, lives, in order for our protection. And to know that there are people out there willing to do that is just incredible. And the least I can do is to show my support for the officers at a time like this.
And what are you hoping that the family of Officer Woods feels today as they pass by here and they see so many people standing outside? Some people will be saluting. You're carrying the American flag. We see children behind us with signs. What do you hope that the family takes away from that moment? That support for this whole community is there with them, and that they're not going through this alone. That this whole community, the Colerain Township community, is there with them during this time. And I think it's important that they know that, and it's important for us to be able to display that for them.
The procession's final stop today was at Colerain High School. That is where Officer Woods played drums in the marching band. Several people gathered at the entrance there. A woman held up a Colerain jacket. It was among the many flags there. The deputy stood at the door with a rigid salute. That as his brother in blue neared the end of today's journey. At Colerain High School, the doors opened for a public visitation.
Hundreds showed up to pay their respects.
Local 12's Brad Underwood joining us live from there right now with much more on that. Brad, it was a tough day.
A very emotional day for many people in this community, and we've seen the support all week long as we've spent a lot of time here in Colerain Township this week. All week long, the marquee outside the high school offering prayers to Officer Woods' family and the department. And here for 4 hours, people came and went inside the gym inside Colerain High School. That is where the public visitation for Officer Woods was held today. The media, per the wishes of the family, was not allowed inside, but seeing people leave and in talking to folks as they waited that procession to get here, waiting a very long time to pay their tribute to Officer Woods for the service that he gave to this community.
My friends and I felt it's just important to show our support for the police and fire and all of our emergency responders. You know, they're out in any kind of weather, any kind of conditions, trying to keep us safe and save us when we are hurt or injured, or, you know, when, heaven forbid, there's a crime. So it's just important to come out and show them we support them as well.
About a half an hour after the public visitation ended, the procession left here, led by Cincinnati Police and Colerain Police, as they transferred Officer Woods to his resting place until the next service begins, the next memorial. We're going to see several over the next couple of days. One is tomorrow night. It's a private ceremony with police, fire, their families, dispatchers, and employees here in the administration with Colerain Township. Reporting live tonight in Colerain Township, Brad Underwood, Local 12 News.
Thank you. Brad Underwood reporting from Colerain High School.
On Monday, we'll broadcast the memorial service for Officer Woods. That will begin at noon at Xavier's Cintas Center. Doors, by the way, will open at 11.